right now. Boy, is she pissed.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place?
You need help?
Yeah. So far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
Is that a big deal?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion, from Caesar on down, will kill themselves before they can be captured.
Damn.
They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
What do you think it means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
If you don't, why haven't you just tried beating him senseless?
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There are some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination.
So you want me to do what you can't?
I think if you rough him up enough and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
Hell yeah, let's get started.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in.
Boyd, Lieutenant Boyd.
Long time no see, Celus.
Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. You know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles.
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Celus, if you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
That is fine by me. Oh, the thing is working. Have a third person thing. Hold on, what? Let me do it in now. There you go. Have a third person fix. It's good.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
I think you're confused. I'm with the excrement right now.
You must have some reason to be in your line of work. Tell me, what did the Legion do to you? Did we enslave your children? Slaughter your family before your eyes to teach you a lesson? Whatever it was, I hope I was there to give the order.
You must miss giving orders now that all your men are dead.
They kill themselves
shit.
to evade capture because they are not trusted to make such a decision rationally in the heat of battle. But I'm no foot soldier. I knew I could escape captivity on my own without revealing the tiniest iota of information to my captors.
Sounds to me like you were too gutless to follow Caesar's orders.
I'll show you gutless, you sniveling bastard. I'll spill your guts all over this room.
You ain't shit. Piece of shit, dumbass bitch. Look at you. Your fucking edge up is fucked up.
Is something the matter, Celus? You look upset. Here, maybe you'd better step out for a moment. You've upset him.
Yeah, I'm about to smoke a cigarette too. Pussy.
Your friend is a miserable fucking degenerate.
I don't know. I thought he seemed like a nice guy.
If we were on the other side of the river, I'd have him torn apart by dogs.
That's a long walk, Celus.
I don't need this fucking ass helmet on. Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna happen. You'd better just talk.
Your tactics are a joke.
If you don't like dealing with me, I can bring my friend back in.
Look how badass I look.
Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you.
We don't have anything to discuss, worm.
You sure talk tough for someone who's afraid to die.
You think I could get where I was in the Legion army if I feared death? I've led charges against men with guns, carrying only my knife. And I can tell you, it was they who feared me. But suicide is a weak death on a battlefield. It says to your enemy that you fear capture. It says if you're caught, you can be broken.
So you are unafraid to cut any throat but your own.
You think I'm going to slit my throat for some megalomaniacal self-appointed dictator? I didn't work my way up to have it all be taken from me out of some irrational paranoia. Caesar's losing it. I believe that. He's been shutting himself in his tent. Privately, he complains of headaches. Whatever it is, it's affecting his ability to lead. Time was essential for my mission, but we waited 3 days for him to dispatch us. Another of his headaches. Does that sound like a man in command? He has an operative planted in this very base, but does he use his agent to rescue me? No. He's content to have the agent spend his nights radioing troop positions back to our base camp. He knows I'm here, and he's left me to rot.
Who's the operative?
I don't know. I know he sends intelligence by radio in the middle of the night. Sometimes that intelligence would find its way to my cantery.
See? Don't you feel better now that you divulge all those state secrets?
I hope the Legion burns your wretched body at the stake when they conquer this place. Nothing I could tell you would do anything to stop that.
Oh, Legion. Get the fuck out my face. Yo, you good?
You did well. I don't know how you did it without putting a scratch on him, and I'm a little disappointed personally, but it saved the NCR some face. And it could save us more than that when all is said and done. I'm gonna talk to some people when we're through here. This is about double the standard fee we'd give a consultant, but from what I saw, you're more of an artist. So think of this as your commission.
Who are you?
Not big on reading name tags, huh? That's okay. My name is long and difficult to pronounce. Ready for it? It's Boyd. Lieutenant Boyd to my friends. Colonel Shu has me handling the policing duties for the base. I've told him he could make my job a whole lot easier if he would just let me shoot anyone who talks back to me. But you know how colonels can be.
Alright.
Yep. See you around.
What time? Let's do it then today, alright. Oh. So there's no one here? I just wanted the quest. Oh. It's in the void. In the void. Oh, yeah.
I'm glad we could finally meet. My sources tell me you've done some good work for us. What brings you to Camp McCarren?
I'm here to provide support. Is there anything I might be able to help with?
You don't cook by any chance, do you? Farber's doing his best, but it's hard to manage an army with half my staff in line for the latrine. Honestly, we're fighting a lot of fires right now. The fiends keep pressing their position from Vault 3. We've got the Legion breathing down our necks across the river. We actually took an officer alive last week, but so far he hasn't spoken a word.
Any other problems?
Yeah. On top of everything else, I can't send a patrol on a bathroom break without it being ambushed by someone who heard they were coming. So somebody's getting the word out.
I could look into who's leaking NCR intelligence.
Well, why not? Given your recent arrival, at least I can safely rule you out as the leak. I'd like to have absolute trust in my men, but that's just not practical right now. Go ahead and look into it. See what you find. We don't have much to go on right now. Lately, every raiding party in New Vegas seems to have a map of our troop movements. It derails everything. Supplies, reinforcements, and it'll only get worse the longer we let it go on. Captain Curtis is heading up the investigation right now. He can fill you in.
You seem calm given that things are bad as they are.
Calm is what you have to be when people look to you. And it's all you can be when things are out of your hands.
How are things going for the NCR around here?
Could be better, I'll say that much. We set up here with our sights set on annexing New Vegas. That's a lot of resources that could do a lot of good for us. But that hasn't happened. If anything, they annexed us. They rake in the profits from our soldiers, and we're stuck protecting them from the Legion. Not exactly the plan.
What's that? Where does that leave you?
Now we're trying to secure the strip and the dam at the same time, and it's costing us. And in the meantime, General Oliver won't approve any offensive maneuvers, because he doesn't want to risk losing our positions. So we're in a holding pattern here. And Caesar's on the other side of the river, planning.
What's Camp McCarren's role in NCR operations?
It's our main base. We took
shit.
it because it lets us keep an eye on the strip, and it had already been fortified before the Great War. From here we handle most of the logistics for our operations in Nevada. Troop allocation, supply distribution, intel. Usually General Oliver runs the show here, but he's on his way to the dam now, so I've taken on a lot of his duties here.
What challenges does the NCR face here?
Everything was going according to President Kimball's plan at first. We met minor resistance from local troublemakers. But our two main objectives are still contested. Mr. House controls the strip and he won't so much as meet with our ambassador. And we're holding Hoover Dam. But Caesar's Legion is positioning itself to overrun it. If it falls, so will New Vegas. We'd be forced to withdraw.
Are things mostly quiet between here and the dam?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, the word from the ranger stations has been especially concerning lately. Sounds like they've run into overwhelming resistance, and supplies just aren't reaching them. It's been so bad, I asked Sergeant Reyes at Camp Forlorn Hope to look into it, and see how it is that things could be so fouled up there.
I know what the fiends are, what?
As in chem fiends. Biggest... They set up shop...
Yeah, I'll go to Vault 3 and see if I can find your ranger, though.
That vault is a hornet's nest. If you have second thoughts, no one would think less of you for it. But if you can get him home, it'd mean a lot. Watch for civilians, too. The fiends have been kidnapping locals. They just walk right into people's homes in the middle of the day and take them. But the man you're looking for is Bryce Anders. Anders was trying to find the leader, Motor Runner. You hear something like a chainsaw? You've found Motor Runner. Put a bullet in his head, and you'll have some new friends around here.
Alright. Alright, man, goodbye.
Bye.
What happened?
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
Actually, I have an invoice for you from Alice McClarford, FD.
From Alice? I'll see that she's paid right away. Crimson Caravan runs a tight operation. Even out here in the waste, wouldn't do to keep them waiting. Was there anything else? Or were you just here about the invoice?
Goodbye.
Yes, goodbye.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that Vault 22 quest right now. I'll do that later. I have all the time in the fucking world, dude. No, I'm not. It's too much bullshit.
Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis.
Colonel Hugh wanted me to help you look into the recent intelligence leak.
Smart man. I could use somebody who can operate under the radar around here. Whoever our mole is, he's been slippery. Whenever one of the MPs gets too close, he changes his habits. Our last lead went cold, weeks ago.
Where should I start?
You want my advice? Start by talking to people with a lot of eyes in the field. People like Lieutenant Boyd, or Sergeant Contreras. Careful with Contreras, though. He's not above suspicion himself. Keep me apprised of any leads you get. This guy's gotten a lot of my men killed. I'm just itching to return the favor.
What do you do here?
Officially, I'm in charge of Bravo Company. But since General Oliver has Bravo, and has most of the forces garrisoned, I'm free to do other things. So I work with Colonel Shu on logistics. Patrols, supply lines, reinforcements, that sort of thing. Lately, it's been less about that.
What?
More about figuring out how that information is getting leaked out to raiders. It's a big base with a lot of unhappy soldiers. They get stir-crazy. Hard to separate the malcontents from the actual culprit.
They fucked up the voice.
See you later.
Nigga. Yes.
You look like someone in need of a reliable supplier.
See anything suspicious lately?
You mean other than some stranger with no military ID interrogating me inside our base? Did Boyd put you up to this? I'm so sick of this harassment. You tell her to stop wasting my time with this bullshit. No, I haven't seen anything suspicious. It's been business as usual.
What kind of supplies do you have in mind?
Are you implying I have some kind of secret under the...
Yeah. Oh, I could be free of a source, or perhaps we could work out a deal.
Now you're talking my language. I do have an expanded inventory for people I can trust. If you're willing to do a little legwork for me, I could give you access to my stash, and at a discount. Many of these items aren't available in the NCR, and you'll be hard-pressed to find them at a better price anywhere else.
That sounds good to me. What do you need done?
Well, I can't exactly go wandering off the base whenever I want, you know. They're already suspicious. I can hear the MPs now. Gee, Contreras, I didn't know you had so many friends in the gun runners. Speaking of which, guess your first stop. You're just passing a little note to a man named Isaac for me. I want to know which girl he likes.
I'll do it.
Great, let me know what he says. They're almost a straight shot north from here, up past the sharecroppers.
I know they are. Alright.
Bye.
Yo, can you get out of my way? Can y'all get the fuck out of my way?
Welcome back.
I delivered the invoice just as you asked.
Well, you've proven yourself reliable so far. Would you be interested in more important jobs?
I was hoping to set up a trade route for Bonnie Springs. I wasn't even sure that was a town, of course. Out there. Talk to John outside. He'll decide which folks will cost anything. What other work do you have available?
As much as I like to handle matters personally, I can't be everywhere at once. There is a negotiation with a smaller trading outfit that I'd like resolved as quickly as possible. There's also the matter of Henry Jameson, an employee whose services I'd rather do without. His family connections make it difficult, however. And finally, I need someone to acquire the gunrunner's manufacturing specifications. This job needs to be quiet. No alarms, no deaths.
Tell me about the negotiation.
There's a small trading outfit, Cassidy Caravans, that I'm interested in acquiring. They've been rather competitive, so it's time to buy them out. I have it on good authority that the owner, Cass, wants out of the caravan business. Cass frequently trades with the NCR, so you'll likely find her at the Mojave outpost.
Alright, what's the problem with Henry? Jack Jameson.
The Jamesons are very wealthy ranchers back in Redding, California, and significant investors in the Crimson Caravan Company. I was pressured into posting young Henry as the manager of the New Vegas branch. As you can see, he wasn't exactly cut out for the job. He was much more interested in gambling and prostitutes, and because of his family, I can't simply fire him. Henry needs to be convinced to quit, one way or another. I won't have a useless employee on the company payroll.
What's the gun order job about?
The quality of the gunrunners' armaments is due to their manufacturing process. They craft all weapons on site. I want to know the secrets of their manufacturing process, which means you'll need to find some way to get inside their heavily guarded factory. I would greatly prefer that you perform this job undetected and without killing anyone, if it can be helped.
You know damn well that's not gonna happen, but hey, I'll do the others.
Thank you. Was there something else?
Honestly, I don't really want to do the gun runner's job because I gotta do stuff. Didn't Isaac give me a quest right now? I'll do it on my own. You'll have to find someone else in the gun runner job. That's not something I do.
I understand. No hard feelings. But you will, of course, keep our conversation on the matter strictly confidential.
Okay. All right.
It's been a pleasure.
I know.
You come around like a bad habit. What's on your mind?
Yo, Crimson Caravan sent me. They want to buy out your caravan.
They want to buy Cassidy Caravans? Don't they know it's burned to ash? No. Even times being what they are. Not sure I'm looking to sell. Even for all the whiskey in Reno.
What happened to your caravan?
Mojave happened. Hit by raiders packing some heavy firepower. Can't believe the Crimson Caravan haven't heard. So if you want to buy all of Cassidy Caravans, you're looking at it. And what I got in my pockets. Still, as little as that is, not looking to sell.
So even if you have nothing, you won't sell?
If someone came up to you and offered you 1,000 caps for your name, would you take it? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to hear your answer anyway. Point is, I made the caravan what it is. It's mine.
I have the offer letter here. The terms are fair.
Alice McLafferty, eh? No, I see the zeros, and I know she's good for them. Still, it's not about the money. Dad'd spin like a twister if he ever heard I sold our name for anything.
You sure?
Look, I know you came all this way, and that takes some drive, especially these days. Just doesn't feel right, trading history for a slip of paper.
If you made the caravan, you're responsible for killing it.
What did you just say to me? 'Cause you sure as hell got my attention now.
Who believes in holding on to a dead caravan?
Me, that's who. I'm not gonna let it go just yet. There might be some survivors, or... Who am I kidding? There's nothing left. And I wouldn't be here drinking in some shitty bar in the ass end of nowhere if it wasn't true. Give me that paper. I'll put my name to it. No sense trying to hold the past between your fingers when it's nothing but dirt. All right. There you go. Caravan's yours. Feel kind of relieved, actually. Guess I didn't realize how much I was carrying around with just the name.
What will you do now?
No idea. Maybe head back west? though the idea of heading back there with my tail between my legs isn't appealing.
Trying to come with me?
Go with you? And why the hell would I do that?
Do you really want to stay in this shithole, bruh?
The outpost lost its charm about 3 bottles ago. And that was just this morning. Walking the Mojave with you can't be any worse than here, that's for sure. Alright, I'm in.
Bro, I got some whiskey right here. I got some whiskey right here, real life. Oh, good. I gotta do this to talk to you.
Well, now that I'm free of the outpost, was wondering if you'd mind making a detour. I'd like to pay my respects to the end of Cassidy Caravans. Check out the site where they died.
You fine, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got a wife. What was your caravan hit?
Upside of Vegas, hear tell? Trapped at the Mojave outpost. So I wasn't able to run there when I heard. Been weeks since it was hit. So the site's probably a cazador nest by now.
Think there's anything left?
Only wishful thinking on my part, most likely. At the least, I'd like to pay my respects. I got them into this mess. I owe them that much.
Let's go then.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Some of the caravan might be ash, but we were expecting raiders and over-inquisitive NCR border guards. There might be something left. If I'm there with you, shouldn't be hard to spot. And I'd prefer to see the bodies with my own eyes.
Let's go.
All right, then.
With that big rifle?
Can I help you?
Contreras sent me. McCarren needs a lot more guns and ammo.
Shit. Is he serious? The 25% increase in weapons is doable, but a 50% increase in ammunition is nuts. We don't have the supplies on hand to meet that kind of demand.
Yo, gun runners are skilled enough to refurbish weapons like new, right? You're overthinking this.
You're right. I suppose we could refurbish used and damaged weapons to fill the order. They'll be in like new condition, and then we can use our loader to make fresh ammo from spent brass. We'll have to wait a few days for gunpowder, but this might just work out. Tell Contreras the extra guns and ammo will be in the next shipment.
Yes. Can I take out my goddamn weapon? Get him, little Ripper. Come on, Ripper. Ripper!
Come on then. Yeah, fuck you.
Let's go. Let's go. Oh, that's on him. Bitch ass nigga. The fuck all y'all. The fuck out of here. Yo.
This is a military outpost. Why are you here?
What do you do around here?
Ranger Station Alpha used to be the frontline outpost for NCR. But when we moved to the dam, this station has fallen into more of a support role.
Any interesting places around here?
Have you ever heard the story of the bomber that crashed into the lake before the war? Supposedly it's mostly intact, even after all that time.
So you're a ranger?
For about 10 years now. Toughest training I've ever done. It was the proudest day of my life when I got my ranger badge. Did you know that the first battle at Hoover Dam was won because of the Rangers? Legion had the numbers, but we had the skill.
Alright.
So long.
Looks like we booted the Legion out of Nelson. About damn time.
Hey, you can thank me for that, yo, you stupid. Fucking dumb fucking. Yo.
This post isn't someplace a civilian ought to be.
Anything going on around here?
Just the usual. Legion scouts try to slip across the river a couple times a week. But they always end up floating down river with holes in their heads.
Alright.
You done with that camp?
Yes, and I got this. What do you do now?
Well, now I have this, I should be able to figure it out. Yep, thought as much. A couple months ago, we made a shipment that a customer wasn't completely satisfied with. He's a bit of a rough one, so I was nervous when I crossed him. Nothing happened for a while, so I put it out of my mind. Now that he's done this, I don't think I can let it go. Take this page. It has his address on it. We're gonna end this once and for all.
Okay.
You survived, then? Yeah, I survived. Now you're gonna pay for what you did. I'm going to pay. And when are you going to pay for what you did? What I didn't do nothing. Maybe if you keep telling yourself that, it'll be true one day. It don't matter what's true. My friend's gonna help me kill you. Don't do it, stranger. I don't know why you're working for this man, but if you have any good left in you, you'll... Don't listen to him. He tried to kill us. Take him out. I bet he didn't tell you why I did it, did he? What? Shut up, you. Don't be trying to confuse my friend here. Oh, so you didn't tell him. You'll stop talking now if you know what's good.
Oh my god. Okay, he's dead.
Thank you for what you did.
What was all that about?
That man was bad through and through. Him and his crew had taken on a contract to ship mass quantities of medicine across the wastes. The four of them would skim a little off the top of themselves each time. It was harmless at first, but they began to take more and more. I was a doctor for a while at a settlement just outside of Mojave. We didn't need much, but we relied on the little we had to get by. According to Turner and his crew, we weren't good enough to get our shipments every time. No one would notice if we went without sometimes. A stim-pack here and some medics there soon mounted up, and we were losing vast amounts of medicine. By the end, we didn't have enough to survive. There were many deaths, and people began to leave the town and settle elsewhere. In the end, I found a few others who'd been cheated by him as well, and we decided to attack their next shipment. You know the rest. Don't worry about it. You couldn't have known. Take this as a thank you, and you're welcome to whatever you take off his corpse.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Cassidy Caravans has been brought out and is now part of the Crimson Caravan company.
Very good. On occasion, it's proven to be more profitable in the long run to simply buy out the competition. And this is one of those occasions.
Yeah. Now we're talking. Oh yeah.
Hey there. I don't handle visitors. You'll want to go talk to Alice.
I was just wondering if you could help set up a route to Bonnie Springs.
You what? Bonnie Springs? Hell no, that's a fucking dead route. I'm not risking my life for a small little shithole.
Come on. Why are you so afraid?
Friend, I've been afraid of cazadors ever since I was a child. Those things, oh my god.
Okay, well, come on, please.
Read my lips. Hell no.
If you supply this town, they might become in debt to you. Build a statue even.
Ah, fuck me. Alright,
Ew.
I'll do it.
Shove off. You're making my luck turn bad.
I'm here to talk about ending your employment with the Crimson Caravan Company.
Fuck no. No matter what that old bitch McLafferty says, my dad said I could be in charge of the New Vegas branch. Besides, I got into a little money trouble with the Omertas. If I quit the Crimson Caravan, how am I supposed to get the money to gamble?
So you don't have the Omerta's money yet? I'll let them know about that.
What? No, wait. Look, I just need time. Don't rat me out to them. You want me to quit the Crimson Caravan? Fine, I quit. You can tell McLafferty that she won't see my face again.
Welcome back.
This one I'm not talking to them like real stomach hurt. The Crimson Caravan no longer have to worry about Henry Jameson.
Yes, I understand that he's decided to quit outright and not even ask for compensation. I'm a bit curious what exactly you said to him. Then again, perhaps I'd rather not know. Thank you all the same. I'm very happy to be rid of that man.
Is there anything you need to be done?
Something has actually come up. A prospector recently came through here and spent a lot of caps on supplies. Closer inspection of these caps has revealed them to be brand new. This is a problem. The most likely source of these new caps is the old sarsaparilla bottling plant. Go there, locate the bottle cap press, and disable it.
Okay, I'll be down later.